New Thought Media Network proudly presents Realizing Wholeness with Dr. Ali Benjamin. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Live on New Thought Media Network and YouTube.com. Now, let's join Dr. Ali in Realizing Wholeness.
Hello and good evening. I'm Ali Benjamin, and it is my great joy to be here today. I'm here in the wild of Clancy, Montana, just outside of Helena, and I'm really happy to have this opportunity to practice being present. And so I'm in the most beautiful setting. And I wonder where you are. And you can always comment in the notes if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Go ahead and interact. Let's have a chat. Turn on my chat so I can see you. So, this is a perfect time to take some time off. Stop what you're doing and join me in today's practice. Today's practice, we are focusing on being present in the now moment. Being present in the here and now. Making friends with this moment. Why? Well, I found this quote from Eckhart Tolle that says, "The power for creating a better future is contained in the present moment. You create a good future by creating a good present." You create a good future by creating a good present. And then this quote, the Buddha: "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." So that's where we start today. And I believe that when we can be fully present, fully connected to the moment that we're in, when we're not wishing for the future or dreaming about the future, but we're paying particular attention to this moment, when we're paying undistractable attention to this moment, that's where we meet ourselves. That's where we meet the divine. That's where we engage with life. It doesn't happen in the past. It doesn't happen in the future. It happens now. And so having a meditative practice, practicing mindfulness, when we're fully present, when we're paying full attention, when we're checking in with ourselves, and we give ourselves permission to simply be. It's a different experience than we're usually accustomed to, because we're so programmed to be interested in everything around us, to be interested in what's on social media, or what's on our to-do list, or got to get to our work, or always wanting to be around other people. All of that is wonderful, but what fuels all of that, what helps me stay centered and grounded in the present moment, and really present with people, and really present doing whatever I'm doing, is by first having a meditative practice where I cultivate this familiarity, this ground of being. And so whenever I'm in situations out there in the phenomenal world, I carry this with me. And this is what we all can do. through simply practicing the presence of the moment. So let's start our practice by a moment of silence. And for me, it's not really silent because I can hear all the birds song. And so that is delightful. What are you hearing right now? Gently close your eyes and turn inside. Inside and down. Deep down. And listen. Sometimes in the silence, the mind gets agitated and wants to start thinking about what's next or what happened earlier today. And if that occurs, if you start moving outside of yourself, gently remind yourself to come back home. And you can use your breath to do this. Anytime the mind wanders, take a breath and turn inside and become still right here and right now. And the more we do this, the more delightful it becomes. Hearing the sounds, and imagine the edges of your being become sort of blurred, and there's a sense of merging with the sounds, the space. And there's a sense that the physical you actually exists within a greater you. Maybe the soul or your spiritual essence contains your physical body. And so in this way, you're so much more than the physical body and even the brain. You're that which has a physical body and a brain, but you're actually much more. You're the witnessing presence to the physical you. And it's becoming aware of this greater you that naturally fosters peace, love, beauty. The awareness of these qualities that exist for each of us beyond the physical body, beyond the mind, that we're actually living and moving and breathing within these qualities, these soul qualities of love and beauty and joy. And as we pay close attention to this moment without wandering off, but being curious about what we're experiencing, what we're witnessing in this moment. And as we merge or blend with the sounds, the sensations, whatever we're perceiving with our senses, we begin to explore with more curiosity. Just notice what's arising now in your field. Maybe a thought passes through your mind, or there's a feeling in your body. And be mildly curious about the phenomena that the senses reveal, and see those things, the thoughts, the sensations, the smells, the sounds. Feel them come and go. Draw your attention and then lose your attention. All the while there's that witnessing presence that you are, that is taking it all in. And you begin to see with the eye beyond the physical eye, that deeper inner eye, inner seeing. You begin to hear the inaudible, the sounds beyond the physical sounds. And in this practice, paying close attention to the moment, being mildly curious about what arises, what your attention goes to, non-attachment to those things. We begin to cultivate a greater, deeper sense of self, beyond the physical, beyond the mental, deep into realizing wholeness. And in this way, there's moments of complete silence, emptiness, spaciousness, bliss, ecstasy, love. And it's the feeling of only one thing happening, being intrinsically involved in this one thing, this one life, this one experience that we're all having together around the planet. We all have the ability to tap in to this deeper dimension of being that is very alive and vibrant, and from my experience, a place that I am drawn to, that I visit here many times because it feeds me, feeds my soul. nourishes me, reminds me who I really am, beyond the physical, beyond the mental. I'm a part of this one life, one power, one love. And I access this by turning within and becoming still and listening. This is a blessing. This stillness and spaciousness blesses us beyond this moment. It impacts who we are yet to be. We're building the ground of consciousness. That creates peace and well-being, equanimity, and in this stillness, in this quiet, something else happens. This is the space where we begin to fall in love with ourselves, and that love then permeates all that we encounter in our future. We bring this sense of complete loving acceptance and compassion for ourselves into each and every situation, activity, relationship. And this kind of love, this energy, then gives others the permission to love themselves, to love each other. And we begin to see the ripple out in our very lives of what happens when we have unconditional love as foundational in our being and in our life. It all starts within our consciousness as we build it, by doing this kind of self-reflection in a journey. Being present to what is and allowing whatever arises to be included, to be seen and accepted. And so we come to this neutral state, this zero state, that has space for everything and everyone. An acceptance that allows for love, that makes space for creativity, And when we're still enough and quiet enough, when our mind takes a rest from the constant habit of thinking, and we become open, we meet the moment, not with disappointment, with complete acceptance. And then over time, this acceptance, this love, this peace begins to become our life. What we experience on the inside then becomes reflected as our lives on the outside. Peace in the mind, peace in the heart, and peace in the body. And as we practice being present in the body, present in the heart, present in the mind, we build a coherence between these three intelligence centers, tuning into the gut knowing, the heart's feelings, and the mind, the creative process of the mind. And when we have all three intelligence centers active, engaged, we become better discerners in our everyday lives regarding what's best for us. Our decisions are easier. Our words flow more freely, or not. We are naturally attracted to the people, places, and things that best match our deepest soul's desires, because we've spent time with ourselves in the silence of our becoming. And so I offer this prayer today, knowing that there is only one life, one power, one presence, one infinite organizing intelligence that is continuously expressing itself as everything I see, taste, touch, hear, feel, know. And that each of us are unique, individualized expressions of this one, made in the very image and likeness. We are creative beings through and through. Our thoughts create, our feelings create, our actions create, our energy creates. And so I speak this blessing on each and every one of us, whether you're listening now to this live or as a playback, that each of us open up our hearts, our minds to this greater, beautiful life that each one of us is living now, that we open our hearts to embrace it all with deep gratitude, knowing that whatever arises in our situation, in our lives, we meet that with calmness, with understanding, with compassion, with kindness. That everything and everyone we encounter blesses us as we bless them and whatever is happening. That each of us remember that we are love, that we were born from love, we are love. We are the very essence of love's presence. And that we call upon this awareness to support us through the rocky times, to guide us through the darkness, and to inspire us to step into each and every moment with new eyes, trusting and knowing that we are each led, guided, and directed by this deep awareness of love's presence at our very core. May all people without exception, may all beings without exception be free from pain and suffering and the root cause of pain and suffering now and always. May all beings without exception experience love, care, kindness, prosperity, health, strength, vitality, resilience, without exception. May we all be lifted up by these words, by this prayer, by this truth, now and always. I release this prayer with such gratitude, knowing that this life, our life, is good and very good. That we hold each other with kindness and care, with love and compassion, now and always. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking time to meditate with me. And I'll see you on Monday if you want. I do a great podcast called Growing Edge Live. And I would love for you to meet my guest. It's Linda Frizzy on Monday. She's an amazing therapist and teacher, and she's amazing. So I'll see you then. And if you would like to support this ministry, please send your love and donations to Venmo or PayPal, Satya Center. And this gives wings to our mission and vision, which is to inspire lives, heal hearts, or inspire minds, heal hearts, transform lives, and evolve consciousness. Peace and blessings to you. Namaste.